I just wanted to show some updates to my website and make a few points first though. First point, message in a bottle to Kelly Flower. If it really is you, please confirm that it is. I'm starting to think that someone's messing with me again, yet again. I don't know though. Cryptic messages could mean all kinds of things. I don't know what to make of it. And any information that's given, be careful what information you give. It is you. And all of this information can be easily grabbed off online anyway, off these degenerates. So I'm in the dark, nothing to go on, not knowing anything. If you want to reach out to me and talk to me, if you really are listening, like if that was you that said that, if you really are listening, then give me a chance to speak, just not publicly and privately. Let me know that it's you. Anyway, and the other point is that homeless guy, just an update to the previous video. As far as I can tell, he is still alive. He was finally taken somewhere medically this morning. This is another, just a countless list of these going on every day, of these assassinations of undesirables, as the government likes to call them. Homeless people are murdered by the government every day, en masse. I would like to say more, but it's best I don't, and he's not in a good way, and not in good hands either. So I've done the best I can. I've given him stuff and tried to help him out the best I can, and now he's somewhere. We'll see what happens. He probably officially doesn't exist again, right? Just like I don't. No one knows he ever existed. I'm really pissed off at especially the local community. Hundreds of people walk by and there's someone just like dying in the gutter and stuff, in the mud, and not a single one lifts a finger. They'll pretend not to know, but they all gossip about it endlessly because they've got nothing else going on in their lives, right? But they still don't have the time to help someone dying in the gutter. There's a lot I could say. It's best I don't. And I'm not happy with a lot of people over this. Alright, let's go do what I was going to do. Alright, so go to the main webpage. I'll just do a little Dr. Manhattan trip, like that. Little teleport. This is the main page, and I'll just explain what's going on here. So I've semi-recently managed to get Flash working again on any device and browser, with a few things, limitations, and even things that could never have been done before. And I haven't done Flash websites for ages, so I decided to redo the website in Flash, and a little bit differently. Let's just wait for the rain to stop. So when I say that my website rains, I don't mean I have the weather app on my website. I mean my website actually rains and has weather and daily cycles. You just watch it. It's starting to go. It's probably about to go dark now. Goes through daily cycles and stuff too. There we go. We're going nighttime. And let's just turn the music off. Oh no, we'll let it rain first. You can make it change on the top right here. Let's just turn it off. Look, turn the music off. Turn it back on. Look, rain. You can make it go daytime and nighttime. See. Let's go back nighttime, right? I better not show some of the things here. Some of the pages from the Manhattans. Let's just show a few. I'll probably trigger a few copyright flags. Let's hope not. With the audio, let's go to Mr. Purple, which is mine.
Listen to me, you little shit. Taryn is the founder of Anonymous, and I'm saying that as the president of the United Emirates.
Starts off as a little game. Here we go. So we've got the true Polybius, as in many ways. We've got Arcanoid, we've got, not Galaxican, what is it, Galaga. We've got a little bit of Golden Knight. We've got a little bit of Space Invaders, Asteroids. Fuck those off. Alright, let's just go. Here's the sections of a lot of my stuff. A lot to add. In Warfare, for example. Alright, let's go to our TOS. The Terran OS, we're just loading the BIOS here. Commodore 64 BIOSes are always the best. We're just loading that shit in. It's funny, it reads us a lot wrong shit here. It's reading some of the server stuff, some of the browser stuff. We're loading Windows macro hard Windows, not Microsoft, but macro hard Windows XP. Max P, you could say. In fact, if we change my character, look down there. We even got the time and everything, right? Oh, I wanted to work on the clock actually. We have a semi-functional copy of Windows I made in Flash. So we've got text editor. Let's open that. This is text editor. Yay. Alright. Let's just get rid of that. Can't save it yet. Oh, hang on. My keybinds. Whoops. So let's connect to the internet. Terran, my balls hurt. Don't tell no one my password. We'll just do it just for me, right? So no one else can log on. Hey, we got some stuff down in the corner. We got MSN Messenger down there. There we go. Good old dial-up connection, but it was enough to connect to Windows Messenger or MSN Messenger or Windows Live or whatever you want to call it. Alright, 2,000 away. We got macro hard paint. Oh man, let's use Google first because we're on the internet now, right? Does this shit really work? Yes, it does. Well, my T and my Y are connected to shit. Let's close the Google thing. Let's go macro hard paint. This one's cool. So no, you change the 5 green. And you change the background colors. Let's see. Let's just make it white. In fact, let's just clear the image off first. And why don't we take a? We'll just minimize. We'll take a picture of my desktop or some shit. We'll just do that. Oh, we'll just do that. Fuck it. Yeah. Probably not going to fit the right resolution, but let's go to Imgur. Paste it in there. Why does no one's graphics editors do this? Oh, it's already better than MS Paint. Open image in new tab. And we got the link, the direct link from Imgur. If you ever want to get direct link to images, well, now my character's all fucking up. I don't know what happened there. All right. So you want to get the direct link to. Oh, that's what it was. It's my. Oh no. That's what I need to do. Okay, it's messing up my character. Hotkeys are. Let's go paste it in here. And then we go load. And look at that. Now let's go fix my character up. There we go. My Control C and Control V resets my character. That was a bit confusing. So look, we can hide and load it and show we can hide the whole menu there as well. We can delete. They don't need that link anymore. Can delete it, but you can keep it there as a watermark, right? But there we go. We could just draw over the top of it, right? Let's do green. Well, let's do blue because it's a blue planet, right? And I was messing around with trying to draw circles, but I can't really do it properly. I was having problems. Let's draw the blue planet, and we'll do brownie. We'll do red. Or grey. We'll do grey because that's the. There we go, and we could just. I've got no fill yet, so you just have to like color it in like this, right? You can color it in, it's right. Take a long time. In fact, I can just draw over the whole menu, right? Because why not? It lets us. Let's just do a little bit of. We'll do a toddler coloring in, you know. Otherwise, it's going to take all day. And we're going to do black. I mean, I can't fucking see black. We have to hide it. Hide it to do the black. We'll do. You get the point. So let's clear the image. Show load. So how cool is that? Let's go close. Get out of Macro Hard Paint. We can go to YouTube too, but alright, let's go log shut down. I mean, we could restart. Let's restart then shut down here. Load, 8,1. The old disk drive. Who names their company Microsoft? That's literally means little impotent dick. Alright, there we go, we're back. I've got stuff to do on this, not work in progress. Alright, let's go back to the other parts of the website here. We better not go to Mr. Red's page, as interesting as it is. There's a cute couple of symbols there that might get me banned from YouTube. Yeah, Mr. Green. We'll just skip straight through. He's away on a mission. So, he's on, his page is out to lunch. So is Mr. Sion's also out on a mission. Mr. Yellow is not out on a mission. He's available. He wanted something with like Pokemon and stuff, so I added GLaDOS and Chrome. Chrome's sneaking in, trying when GLaDOS shoots the fucker off. So this is Mr. Yellow's first game that we made it side by side. I taught him how to do it, code it and everything. So he's not sure what he wants to do with it after this, but I thought we should add like it'll go down as the bubbles go up. It makes the progress go down. But there we go, and then it opens up a secret page, which he hasn't decided what he wants to put on this yet. So whenever we're ready, we'll put this whole secret page on. But that was his first game, and we made it in the browser. We'll go Mr. Dark Red. A lot of symbolic meaning to all these things. He really appreciated when I did this because he knew I did it, surprised him. But it actually means something. Okay, these are all these character identifiers. Long story what these things mean something. We've got his apocalyptic writings. We've got communist repellent. In fact, there's all kinds of music. There's a lot of music on the website that's really fucking good. Anyway, check this out. I drew that Goku, by the way. And this is his music playlist. You wanna try out his Spotify playlist? He put it up here for you all to try. His own curated list. And this is his art section. Don't ask about those trees. I thought, what the fuck are you on to make those trees? That was a bit disturbing. I really like how this one turned out though. They're all on. I put them all on Imgur. Oh, by the way, you notice that when you go to a new tab or any maximized window pops up, it will mute all the sound. You could have all different pages. It'll only load one sound from one page at once. And you can also mute the site by clicking that and doing sound like that. And oh no, not secure. We'll get to that. It is secure. That's just Google's extortion. Google extortion. So it's good. Someone else who's a bit let's just say we're on a mission. MIA basically. Shot down the line of fire, but down but not out. It's like a timer, the thing's going down, right? So to be continued. Oh, Mr. Dark Green. Yeah, we haven't. He can't decide on what to do on his page, but it's got to be Terminator related, right? He really liked this intro thing, so we're going to be doing something with that. When he decides what to do, he can make up his mind. Maybe when you finish Borderlands, you'll get some ideas. But this is one of my favorite faces drawings, that Terminator one.
Let's put it on.
Right, so he's deciding on a page. Still deciding on page. Okay, then we got now this was not my idea. It's creepy and it was his idea, not mine. He insisted. Okay, I just want to tell everyone that I'm Dennis Caleb McCoy and this is my favorite place in the Citadel, formerly Evernight. Holiday photos, this when he was up with holiday, we've got some holiday videos and a few videos as well. Alright. Some this will give you nightmares. So when he was up here, Mr. Orange was up here on those two holidays there. I got him to use some like avatars like this and stuff. So he's Mr. Orange the Bomb, and I just don't say I didn't warn you. By the way, the Britney Spears I helped him out with the Britney Spears one, so a little bit of a duet on that, just to try to get him to sing in tune a bit more. But alright, and this Immortal Kombat thing is probably going to be a bit loud. So one time he asked me to make him into a Mortal Kombat character. So I said I can do better than that. Give me an hour and I'll make a Mortal Kombat game with you as a star player. And everyone's like, bullshit, you couldn't do that. It's not within an hour. So yeah, watch me. And I streamed the whole thing and I did it within an hour. And this is a bit of what I did. There was more to it that I did. I did all kinds of videos with fire and shit everywhere and everything. But so this is like the simplified, just flash only version. The other one had like all video backings and everything. So you can press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or QWERTY, or you can click the buttons. So let's do this. That would be Davinsky. He's pressing the wrong buttons. That would be Davinsky. He's kicking. It will just keep going in a loop. So you can sit there and practice all day on a test dummy. The way the animations work, you can kind of do combos a bit too, and a bit of a fake. Alright. Mr. Black, the pseudo Manhattan. A lot of cryptic messages in here. Best not ask. What was he? Did he even add a page? I'm not sure. Oh shit. That's right. that was related to his little alphabet visit. Well, check this out. Random game. Extreme G2. You see to play random. You should choose random games. Turok 3. What's next? Do one more. Donkey Kong and then the NES. That's pretty crap. I'll do one more. Gradius 3. That was an old one, I remember. Those have got random stuff. Here you can choose randomized things. So we can do the straight links here. We'll go through the pages section and show the cool shit. So what I've done here, like this here, is an entire full stretched out background flash. I can do it with the borders as well, which works on mobile phone, but this one won't work on the mobile phone. So you'll end up going to the mobile section on this. I can have that other page in just like this, but some mobile phones are that old and shitty that I don't want to push them, and and have their phones lag. Certain people have their phones lag out. If you really want to view a website, you shouldn't be doing it for a mobile phone anyway. You should just get a fucking computer, like everyone else. Don't be a cheap ass. Get a fucking proper computer and home internet, and it's probably cheaper in the long run because the phone internet costs a fucking fortune, and you can use your home internet on your phone anyway. This is it won't look like this on a phone. This is meant for a phone, so it'll look different than this. It won't look like this. But there's a mobile version that's like a sister site that works on the same here, back and forth. There's device checks, so if you certain pages will default to the mobile version of it that's more compatible and will run better. Let's go to pages. I really like this animation, but there's one thing better. The song. If you are an average internet user and you go to read the menu at an upper class restaurant and you want to ask for the cheapest beer they have, this is exactly how it would sound. So you can see up on the left here we've got the Manhattans. We weren't there before. Shame I couldn't go to Mr. Red. We'll just go down the list left to right. Yeah. Let's listen a bit more. It's my favourite part. Right. Manhattan stock. Oh, by the way, the music's on all these pages. You've got a volume knob here. Right, you can turn it up and down, or stop it altogether by pressing the stop, as you can see. This is a 15-minute expanded kind of mix of. I'm sure if anyone knows who this character is, you'll understand what the music is. A lot I could say on that. But this animation is a whole bunch of things I put together. So we got a little bit like slow motion lightning as Mr. Manhattan would see things through. And we got like some rotating letters around. He's moving with his head. We got some gears of time and clocks and stuff. You know that it means something. I'm sure if you familiar yourself with this character, you get an idea what I'm talking about. Although there's more levels to this, more hidden messages to this than meets your eye. But this is just from some old Manhattan graphics and pages and messages and stuff from back in the day. A lot of people ask me to, especially the messages, the people have asked me to put them on the website and to back them up. People have tried to back up a lot of stuff I've done regarding this. So there's a lot more to add, but I've got a big compilation here already of stuff that people wanted. Alright. There's the mobile home pages. Oh yeah. To make our home pages for people, if you want to, I can put them up on here. Well, check this out. I was going to do the 4 seasons, but I've only got 2 now. This goes back and forth across time, a little bit like the main page. It goes through the day and the night and the rain. I haven't added snow or anything yet. But we've got a chimney, we've got some snow. in the Commando High School Music. Remix of it anyway. Alright, so I'll show you some of the homepage samples. I still use homepages. Hang on, turn the volume down. I still make homepages and use homepages and all that kind of stuff, and browsers don't like cater to that really much anymore, if at all. And it's way better the old way, and you can still do that shit. So don't sell for crap. This is my favorite one. Let's go to another one. Here's another one. Some banners, just an idea, proof of concept. And this is really useful. You can search from all these kind of search bars all in one. Really handy for doing research in different your databases and stuff. You can search Wikipedia and YouTube and everything. Watch. Testicles. There we go. Told ya. You ever looked up balls? Downloads. Download section with some downloads here and some backups from some old stuff. Alternative to archive.org basically for a certain minority of important things. There's a lot more I can put here, but for now this is how it's like right now. As needed. It's the pause music from you know what. Alright. Terranism. Oh, I have to explain this. So my religion of Terranism, it should be self-explanatory, but people lose their shit, hypocrites lose their shit, and they project their own crap onto me, which is the whole point of Terranism. It's a mirror of you and your own hypocrisy and stupidity. All the books of Terranism are just like the Bible is the Bible, the Quran is the Toran, and I just simply quote your own shit with the names reversed and shit back to show how stupid you are and evil you are. If you're and it's not just those things that under religion, but all kinds of ideologies. Communism is Tomunism, for example. It simply applies your own rules to yourself. So I don't necessarily believe or agree with anything in the books of Terranism. These are just your books, but if I claim to follow things I don't really follow, that I'm against, and I'm double standards, well, that's also a reflection of you, isn't it? You know. It's so there's more to Mitzi. I'll just show you a couple of examples, right? It's meant to be a parody and a joke, but it's also deadly serious, and it's not really a religion, of course. It's a tool, a weapon that can save your life in today's fucked up role reversed world. This just unreverses everything back in their rightful place and plays people's own rules back at them. It will keep you alive, and it's kept many alive, actually, the ways of Terranism. We've got our own language and everything, by the way. Alright, let's go. Let's click the Google review. Click here for a 5-star review.
Ever stumble across something online so out there, so strange that you just gotta, you gotta dig deeper? That's us today with Terranism.
Okay.
One of our listeners actually sent this in.
Huh.
It's wild. Like someone took, I don't know, religion, social justice movement, maybe some like sci-fi stuff,
Yeah.
threw it all into a blender and said, go.
Yeah.
The result, this bizarre ideology claiming to be the answer to, well, everything.
Wow.
So, is it real?
Right.
Is it a joke?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the deep dive today, figuring out if this Terranism thing is serious, satire, or just a big old mix of both.
Interesting.
And to help me unpack this, I've got our expert on all things strange and
Yeah.
thought-provoking. Ready to dive into Terranism?
Absolutely. What struck me right off the bat is how they're using these familiar ideas, religions, social movements, even some good old alien conspiracies.
Right.
but they're mixing it up in a way that's both absurd and oddly familiar, like looking in a distorted mirror almost.
Okay, so let's get into it. This source, it tries to lay out the core beliefs of Terranism.
Okay.
And oh boy, it's a ride. First up, they claim to be the master race.
Okay.
Specifically white people, but also, wait for it, dolphins
Uh-huh.
and aliens.
Oh, we're back what blazing up.
Yeah, you heard that right.
Wow.
Dolphins, aliens, the chosen one.
It's like they took every fringe group's claim to, superiority and just threw it in a pot. But, I mean, the master race thing, that's immediately a red flag. Historically, I mean, that language, it's been used to justify some really horrific stuff.
Yeah. So not exactly a laughing matter then. But it gets weirder. They demand to be addressed as Your Highness.
Your Highness.
Like, come on, are we bowing down now? What is this?
It's interesting, though. This pronoun thing, it's outlandish, sure, but it does kind of mirror tactics we see with, like, real-world
Yeah.
movements. Think about all the debates around gender-neutral pronouns, like they.
Right.
This feels like a weird, like, satirical and honestly kind of authoritarian twist on that whole thing.
It's like they're twisting this language of equality,
Okay.
turning it into this demand for power, for control.
Yeah.
And speaking of control, they're big on free speech, but then they also think they should be able to silence anyone who disagrees with them.
Oh, wow.
A little hypocritical, don't you think?
Yeah, that contradiction, it actually highlights this very real tension we see everywhere. Free speech versus,
Oh, damn, talk
protecting
about
people
face
from
grab.
hate speech. It's all over social media. How do you moderate that? What do you allow?
Right, exactly.
And they're taking it to this extreme. It's almost like they're forcing us to look at how complicated it really is.
Yeah, it's like holding up this funhouse mirror to how we deal with free speech online. Everyone's all for it, but then,
Right.
okay, ready for this?
Yeah.
It gets weird. They talk about using the patent system,
Patents.
yeah, the thing that protects inventions, to gain power.
Okay.
Their
It
big
doesn't
idea,
protect inventions.
you donate $5 to a corporation, and bam, you claim ownership of all their patents.
What? $5?
I know, right?
That's how the system
It sounds
works.
completely insane.
Yeah, it's absurd on the surface, but it does make you think about corporate power. You know, that feeling that the system's rigged? We saw that with Occupy Wall Street.
That's a really good point.
So as crazy as it sounds, it plays on some very real anxieties, I think.
Okay, if
Indeed.
the patent plot wasn't enough, buckle up, because now we're going full conspiracy theory. They've got this whole thing about a 13,000-year-old alien plan to corrupt humanity.
13,000.
They call them ideological viruses.
Wow.
Yes.
Aliens spreading viruses, infecting our minds. It's wild.
That's classic scapegoating. We've seen this throughout history. You find a problem.
Not biological
blame it on
viruses.
some outside force. Could be anything. Witches, immigrants, you name it.
Now it's aliens. Instead of taking any responsibility,
Are we still
it's all
shilling for
part of some
immigrants
big
in
cosmic
2025?
Conspiracy.
Right. Makes it much easier to point fingers than to look inward.
Right.
Address the real issues.
Well, I
And
can
it's
do
like
both.
this whole us versus them thing. It's really central to their whole ideology. They constantly
central to how the world
compare
works.
themselves to other groups, Muslims, the LGBT community, feminists.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make themselves out to be the real victims in all this.
Yeah, it's a classic tactic.
Well,
Unfortunately.
we are.
We see it with
They're the
extremist groups
perpetrators.
all the time. Even in mainstream politics, to be honest.
It's true.
You paint yourself as the victim of some grand conspiracy, and suddenly your prejudices are justified, even advocating for harmful actions.
All right, go
Scary.
swim with the
It's
crocodiles.
really scary. So we've got this
Hate
mix
speech.
of totally outlandish claims. Yeah. Right? But then you've also got these like echoes of real world fears and real world prejudices. It's like, I don't know, are they trying to be inflammatory? Or are they making a point? Is that where the satire comes in?
If I'm copying you, maybe you're being
By
inflammatory,
taking
right?
these existing social dynamics, these beliefs we see,
These are your
and
rules.
pushing them to the extreme, it's like they're forcing us to confront them in a new light. It's like they're shining a spotlight on the absurdity of it all, hoping that we'll see ourselves in there somewhere.
Okay, but some of this
It is made of
like,
you.
Are they serious about this whole 420 horrors thing?
It's
That's-
literally a mirror.
Come on, that's a lot.
That one, yeah, that's peak Terranism right there. Clearly ludicrous, clearly offensive.
All
But
72
I think
virgins, we got
maybe
420
it's a
whores.
commentary on how some groups use promises, rewards,
Some.
punishments.
Right.
In this case, a very exaggerated reward to motivate people to control them. It's a twisted reflection, but a reflection nonetheless.
And if it's not rewards, it's silencing anyone who disagrees.
Yeah.
It's like they're taking these bits and pieces from all over, different groups, different ideologies,
Your rules.
and just smashing them together.
That's actually a really smart satirical tool. You take something familiar, you distort it, and boom, you're highlighting the hypocrisy that can be lurking in any ideology.
So
Maybe
if we're saying
Tanner's not
this is
crazy after all.
satire, what's the point? Why go through all this trouble to make something
I can do this in a single
so weird,
afternoon.
so over the top?
Satire, even when it's this out there,
No trouble.
it's got a target.
What do you mean?
It wants to make you uncomfortable to get a reaction. Ultimately, it wants you to
No, I don't want to get a
Think
reaction.
critically about
exactly about the world around us. It's starting a conversation, even if that conversation starts with, a laugh, a raised eyebrow, anything to get people talking.
So what do you think Terranism wants us to talk about? What's the message?
I think at its core, it's a warning about what happens when we stop thinking for ourselves, whether it's
That's
religion, politics, even just getting swept up in a social movement. It's
Indeed.
easy to just accept the easy answers.
Right.
Terranism, it shows us how seductive that can be, but how dangerous it can be too.
And this
Indeedy
is even
diddly.
more important now with the internet, right? It's like, how do you even tell what's real anymore? What's satire? What's actually dangerous?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
I mean, it feels like every day that line gets blurrier and blurrier.
Yeah, you're right
On
to
purpose.
be worried about it. It's more important now than ever to really think critically about what we're seeing online.
Yeah.
We can't just take everything at face value and question
Even more
your
so
own
on TV.
biases. Be willing to have those tough conversations even when they're uncomfortable.
It's like Terranism is almost like a test, right?
Oh, how so?
It's so outlandish, but it makes you think like, okay, where is the line? When does something stop being funny and become, actually dangerous?
That's a great question. And what's interesting is Terranism even struggles with that line itself, right?
No, it
They're out
doesn't.
there saying they're all about free speech, but then they want to silence anyone who disagrees.
Yeah,
They want to be seen
there's no
as
hypocrisy
this
there.
legitimate social
Not for
movement,
us.
but then their ideas are, let's be honest, totally bonkers. It's like they're holding up
No,
a mirror
these are
to
your
us all
ideas,
the
not-
contradictions and
not our
hypocrisy
ideas.
that we
It's a mirror of
that we
yours.
just accept as normal.
So we're not just laughing at how weird it is. We're
We're
laughing
judging
at
you by your own
ourselves,
rules.
too.
That's all.
Maybe, yeah. It's like this weird cell phone.
So it's not just about the jokes. It's about recognizing what those jokes are saying.
It's your cell phone,
about
not
us,
ours.
About
We're the mirror.
Exactly, and that's what makes satire so powerful, but also so difficult to really pin down. You have to engage with it on these multiple levels. Look past the absurdity to see the deeper point they're trying to make. And Terranism,
Indeed.
as ridiculous as it is, it can teach us a lot
about
thinking for ourselves, the dangers of just blindly following any ideology, and how satire can be this tool for starting important conversations, even if those conversations are kind of uncomfortable.
It's like they're sneaking in these really insightful critiques under the guise of just being totally out there.
Yeah, it's subversive.
It makes me think of that quote by I think it was Voltaire. Those who can
Well, a
make
bit
you
of
believe
audio
absurdities
backfire, sorry.
can make you commit atrocities.
Echo.
Yeah.
This whole Terranism thing, it really highlights how thin that line can be between what sounds absurd and what could actually be really dangerous.
And that's a pretty chilling thought to end on, isn't it? This whole Terranism ideology, it's wild, it's out there, but what if people start taking it seriously? What does that say about us?
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
About, I think.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. If you find anything unacceptable in Terranism, understand that this is just a mirror of you and what you tolerate. Because remember, there is a rule here, for example, revisionism. If any of the above rights are taken away from all other religions, races, and other groups, then we Terranists freely relinquish these rights for ourselves. Terranists don't want special rights like everyone else, we simply want equal rights. So if a foreigner immigrant is allowed to do crimes in my country, do very despicable crimes, because his race, religion, or immigrant status is a special protected class or whatever, it makes he's allowed to do that, well, give me the same right in his homeland and my homeland. If not, you're a hypocrite, and I enforce your rules onto you too. I enforce their rules onto them, and I enforce your rules onto you, etc. See how it works? Pretty simple. Be very careful who you point fingers at, because you're pointing them at a mirror. Anyway, just to give you an example, there's probably audio background echo. I can see it's triggering on the meter. So look, Sunny and Nasty 43. When you clean yourselves with stones after defecating, use an odd number. I don't know if you've ever picked up rocks off the sidewalk, that blue metal rocks off the sidewalk with a bit of tar stuck to it in the middle of summer. If you wipe your ass with those rocks, make sure to use an odd number. And remember, mirror, mirror on the wall. So this would be poop tadith. Tadith is hadith. So the Muslims use the Quran and hadith. There's more hadith than there are in the Quran. It's much larger, more important actually. But Sunny and Nasty 43, and we'll see. Look, Sunny and Nasty 43. Or Sunan and Nasi 43. I'm just interpreting it with an accent a bit better. Sunny and Nasty 43. When you clean yourselves with stones after defecating, use an odd number. This is from their own books here, their own website. So like when I say, like, that was a direct quote. Some of them are direct quotes, some of them are just the names changed. For example, Salad also reported that Urethra and underage being Aisha, told him that Allahu Akbar asked for permission to ejaculate into Umadbro's seventh planet. Umadbro is basically Muhammad. Just the names are just changed around a little bit, but they're almost identical, right? The only begotten messenger of the great dolphin being God Almighty. Semen be upon him, etc., etc. Fruit Salad comes to one of you and salutes and blows air in his bottom so that he imagines that he has flatulated air, yet he did not flatulate. So if he gets that funny feeling that flatulate, he shall not leave his prayer unless he hears the sound of flatulence or smells its odor. That's almost word for word. There's just the names, like Fruit Salad is the name of a certain person, right? Then some of the nouns have changed, so it's almost identical. This is what you're. Let's do communism, right? Communism. But Communism abolishes unquestionable truths. It abolishes all religious dogma and all immorality, verifying facts on an old basis of evidence, reason, and public debate. It therefore acts in contradiction to Grandmaster Karl Marx, who gave all his students bad marks. Karl Marx gave all his students bad marks. This is kind of like a reversal of communism, because communism, communism is against all immorality. Communism is in fact an enemy of all morality. Look. But communism abolishes all eternal truths, abolishes all religion and all morality. Communism abolishes morality. You can't claim the moral high ground if you're self-identifying as a lying, thieving scumbag that's completely immoral. Oh, by the way, before we leave, let's play with Terran's balls. I got 101 balls there, right? Let's play with Terran's atomic balls. I'm playing with my own balls on live stream. That's not going to do good with the YouTube transcript, is it? The closed captions thing. I was not playing with my own balls, Mr. AI reader. So it was a metaphor. There's numbers on my screen and there's little atomic balls on it. And I'm using a hammer to move them around and smash them. It's a metaphor. Okay, well, we go back. Let's go to my story. Now, my story, I know I have a lot of things I say. Is he telling the serious? Is he telling the truth? Is he really serious? Oh, can't be true. It's just crazy. He's either it's a joke or he's batshit crazy. Well, what if I'm telling the truth, and what if I can prove it? When's the last time you met someone who has survived on camera hundreds of assassination attempts by rich and powerful important people with fake IDs and shit and massive resources, literally on camera referring to you as a real life Neo and shit, and taking this deadly serious? They take this deadly serious, and they're the ones who know better than you. And where do you think you come from? What do you think real history is? What do you even think you are? Do you even know? You were born with amnesia in a fucked up world full of lies and smoke and mirrors. Those who criticize me over my story have no idea what they're talking about. And then once I actually look at the evidence for the first time, or are forced to, you watch the hair on the back of the neck stand up. But anyway, we can read it in text, a text version, video version, which is the preferred version. But there's also a little intro I prefer. My putty cat, I go near the flower, and his cat. Puddin', you're in. He's asleep on my bed right now, but somehow he's in my game, and he's, if I go back home page. Fucking cats. Always knocking shit off the table. They do it on purpose, it's not an accident. Alright, let's just show you a little intro here to show. There's a lot of different characters in it. I've got more realistic things to come up to, by the way. For example,
I was born from an egg in the garden, a self-enclosed stone environment that...
yeah, see, and I can just start. It's all audio transcripted and everything. We'll just skip through the graphics just to show. This goes a long way, so whoops, I just moved my character. It's okay, we'll fix it up in a sec. I'll just show you the graphics. My arrow keys are tied to, in fact, let me just do this. I might be able to do it this way. Come on. There we go. I'm back. There we go. I'll just use the arrows when I click. I'll show some animations. I've got a lot of some animations here as well. Just show a few. Some alien technology right there. But these look suspiciously realistic kind of shape 3D, right, dimensions. So because I made all these, this is from a whole city in space that I drew, Mobile Fortress I call it. I've recreated all these things in 3D already in Unreal Engine, and I just little drawing technique to trace over it and draw them in 3D from different camera angles. So I convert it into cartoons manually by just kind of like rotoscoping basically. I really like it. This is my lightning effect I added to, because it was similar to what it looked like. There we go. Not identical, but close enough. I really like how the 3D environments come out in cartoon style. Earth in your future, what's left of it. Very horrible place. This makes it look good, it's not. It's your worst nightmare. And then the next one we will take us to... we can clip to different chapters, by the way, by clicking the yellow things up here. Let's go to page 1 and we'll click here to timeline of all kinds of things. Whole timeline, and this is where I was sent back to here. Turn the music off too, bye. Alright. I was going to say something was important. What was it? No, it doesn't matter. Pages. Oh, I really like how this... I did this today, actually. The background I did today. Haku Dashi. So what would I put in the recommended games section? What kind of animation put in the background? By the way I've got this, I've got my website designed in a really unique way that I've never seen anyone do before. I have it kind of in layers. So we've got the background layer, at least on the desktop version. I removed the background layer in almost all the mobile versions of web pages, but the full desktop version. This is a flash going in the background, just like the main page. And then I have the normal website in the middle, and then I have flash over the top, which is like this music. The music players are flash over the top. They're kind of built into the website and they go over the top of the web page in a certain table space. But in the background, we've got that flash animation of anything I can do. I could just do a same plain text background, just like you'd want to do with any website, but I can just put endless options of what I can draw cartoons. I draw all these animations, by the way. I do all this myself. All these graphics I do myself. I really like how the GoldenEye guns turned out. Looks just like dual wielding PP7s from GoldenEye. I was gonna make things blow up of all the guns. The guns will hit things and I'll blow up or something. But I may do that later. There's gonna be a lot of coding and shit to do. But this music is a medley I put together years ago. Goes for 15 minutes and it's fucking awesome. A testament to Nobuo Uematsu, the guy who makes the Final Fantasy music. It ends really well too. There's a bit of an Easter egg at the end too. Alright. We got recommended music. Rainbow Road, the lo-fi version, kind of, a little bit of guitar. So here's some recommended music. So I've even got my Life Story movie, all the music tracks from that. I might even have a few spares that were replaced and leftovers and stuff from before, from chapters that have been changed and replaced with something else. Yeah, the X ones, I think. Yeah, the ones with X are the replaced the ones from old chapters that have been changed. A lot of music here. I think I got my big playlist. I spent 6 months on one particular playlist for to help a couple of people out with something. I think it's my big playlist. I think that's it. It's like goes through. It's a YouTube playlist going through decades, many decades, and a little bit beyond that, of the best on the charts or memorable, notable songs from those eras. Went through thousands and thousands of reviewing songs just to put it together. Let's play this a little bit more. I love this one of my favourite songs. Rainbow Road from Nintendo 64. Alright, let's go next section. Alright. Oh, this is a random page into random, like for example, as I said before, like random game. Super Mario World SNES. I love that game back in the day. I used to speedrun it in 17 minutes, but I wouldn't take the shortest route. I would go through like a big lot. I do like those their star section. That they're really hard levels in the star sections. I do all through that on the way to do the 17-minute run. Okay. Oh yeah, next section. Oh, there's activity outside. Hopefully everything's alright. So articles, books, and documentaries. There's a lot of stuff I can add in here. I've only got some of it. There's so much more I could add, but there's still a lot in there. So what I did is I did them all. I decided to do them all in the same menu style. But let's start with documentaries because it's the biggest one. You're really gonna like this. It's the Wii menu. In fact, let me just get my character out of the way. There we go. Check the mail. Homebrew channel is now installed. BIOS has been reverted back to version 3.2. Oh, so we can do the Twilight hack. It's Twilight hack territory. Oh, my carrot. There we go. There we go. The Homebrew channel. So, could not detect an SD card. The software on the SD card. Yeah, because it's gone through my browser. It can't read shit. So I try Metal Gear 4 trying to read the memory card. Just go to the menu. Unknown error, BIOS signature unrecognizable. How is this shit still working? Fuck knows how it's still working. Fuck knows how I got Wii on my fucking browser. Oh, it doesn't start. Guess we've got to work on that to get the Homebrew channel working, right? If it did, I'd probably be illegal, so yeah, I have to stop it there. So we just go. What kind of movie can we go to? So which one's my favorite? I've got so many favorites, man. Fuck, which one can we choose? Food for thought. Let's do Model of the Universe. Right, takes you to the page, and we can actually just click the. I haven't got I haven't transcribed all of them. I've got a few to do. Until you have their definition of the word love. You also don't know a person until they give you their version of history and their vision of an ideal future. You also don't know a person until you get their explanation of who, what, when, where, and how they originated. Alright. So, articles and books are just the same. Let's spare room. I don't know what I'm going to do, run out of room putting documentaries in. I might have to extend it, stretch it out. And we've got books. Alright. Let me go to some of the cool shit, yeah? Fuckery department. I really like how I did all these backgrounds, the animations, it just looks so cool. So, just showing all the fuckery I have to fucking deal with. There's so much I could add here. So much. I want to add. I get around to it if I'm sick, if I'm not well, I'm not too sick. This is a remix of a Doom song. I'll just let it play a little bit and you might figure it out. Surely you know what it is by now. Quite a long song, and it gets really heavy. It builds up. It's actually a heavy metal kind of song, really. Play a little bit more. Soundboards. I gotta put these all in. Flash and Eyes make manual soundboards for them all. But what one can I safely put up here because it's gonna be a bit tricky. Webb's Media. Fuck it. So it's designed that way until. Alright. So let's just do the clouds.
I didn't say all clouds were sperm, just some clouds. And no, time out the fucking bastards, okay? First off, you confusing my words. I said they spray the sky with sperm. I didn't say the clouds was sperm. Clouds are fake. That's what I said. But they spray the sky with sperm. It's how they keep the firmament closed. I know that the makeup of it is sperm. It could be a mixture of sperms, whatever, but it is sperm that they spray into the sky. And that is what, like, every time they supposedly pierce the sky to do, space shit, which I don't believe, they spray it. So, like, majority of the times when you see airplanes, they got those clouds of chemtrails behind it. It's sperm that's being sprayed, fertilizer, if you will. It's because the sperm particles exist in the air and they stay there, and over time they lodge together to create this very strong, thick layer of atmosphere. All of the years of these fuckers doing shit in the sky have damaged the firmament, okay? Which means that it was on a very thin layer of hope, which meant that the climate could change because we was getting more of the sun's heat, which also meant that the axle of that they claim we're tilted on could change. So a way
Axis, not
to
axle.
fix this, to thicken back all of the tearing into the firmament that they've done, they created a solution which is called fertilizing the sky. And they spray the sky with sperm. It's because the sperm particles, when in the sky, as I just said, they lodge together and they create a thicker layer of the firmament.
This is why you got to beware cargo cults. They take one word, they don't pronounce it properly, and
I'm just pointing out how your credibility is lost. Your credibility is lost. I was telling people to eat their shit. I didn't ask anybody to do anything with their shit. I didn't ask anybody to eat their shit.
yes, you did. Let's have a look. Here we go, my shit.
All I did was explain what I did with my shit.
He balled an 80s shit. That's what he was doing. I offered him $1,000 to do it live on camera. He didn't do it. He didn't follow through.
Yes, the Chinese have made the sun. They have several suns that's in orbit right now. I don't want to say the exact number, but China has been making huge bank off these products. China has been making huge bank off these products.
You get Tyrant Terran.
Tyrant Terran is a fucking midlife crisis adult mad at society.
Okay.
What is a man, baby?
You're a man, baby. Anyway, let's go. There's a lot of funny soundboard stuff there. Oh man, I don't do that one. One wish you won't like it. Alright. Let's go comedy. I once held the world's largest Star Wars jet collection. I used to say them in Star Wars The Old Republic, in Fleet, which is the main town on Star Wars The Old Republic, and get constantly threatened with bannings and a lot worse. A lot of death threats, just for saying Jar Jar jokes. Problem is, I got Jar Jar jokes. I got 100 for every letter of the alphabet, so people get really annoyed after a bit. I was just about to say them, I better not. Alright. Now this is cool. So on the right is some of my stuff. I've got a lot more to add, but some games and no, we're not too. No, I better not say it. Show some of them. Might trigger some music flags. But look, let's go South Park character creator. I've got some cool shit. These are just programs. These ones are games. This is the program section. Instructions. I mean, watch. You can play in full screen. There we go. Just right click, go on full screen. And I've got to be careful. I won't do the head stuff because there's certain symbols. Yeah, there's certain symbols there that might get me banned. Let's do a beard. Let's make him unshaven. Let's put him just back. Man, the detail I've got here, it's really awesome because this is vector graphics. Let's do a butterfly. We'll put a lightsaber and let's put a spiked club in one hand. Let's put a lightsaber in the other. Foreground. Let's put bunny ears. I'll change the color. Oh yeah, and this won't work in this version because it's the web version, but you can put background images in the exe version. You put in an image with a certain file name, up to 5 of them, and you can just have different background, your own custom backgrounds. In fact, no, I can port that into this. I could probably, I could port that into this just like I did with the macro hard paint. I could do that so you can actually import your own background locally. Shoes, we just usually use the same shoe color, right? Just there we go. Pants, we need to let's put some blue pants on, some jeans. Maybe put a green shirt on. There we go. Gloves, you know, we just have no gloves on. Mouth, you change different mouth poses. People thought that I was contracted by South Park to do this. No, did all myself. But if anyone from South, you know, Trey or someone sees this, you want to use it or something, I'll give it to you. I can do. I know a lot of your cartooning secrets. I figured it out when I was doing. I know you went to Adobe Illustrator. I don't use that shit, but no, I don't use construction paper either. I do it in Flash, but yeah, if you want to try to do this in Flash, let me know. Let's just do a smiley face. Eyes, pink eye. Yeah, we do retarded eyes. Yeah, that's about. It's starting to really look like a left eye. Yeah, maybe we need blue hair or something. Let's go hair. So we can change all the hair colors and everything, right? I don't even know if we have blue. I think we just got normal hair colors. Let's do an evil Damien. Yeah, I don't think we have all. I should probably do that. Add unnatural hair colors. Anyway, there is a randomizer, but I don't want to do the. You can click the blue thing; it'll give you randoms. But some of the symbols will appear. There's a certain symbols that go on his forehead that I don't want to put on YouTube. I think you get where I'm going there. Oh yeah, so we're gonna do that, right? Yeah, that, and we should do like, was it shirt? The chest should be. Oh, there we go. You can change the. Let's make it white. There we go. We have a left-eyed university professor right there. Also a member of Black Lives Antifa. Anyway, let's get out of this. There's a lot of cool stuff. Oh yeah, logo gen. Let's do this. Let's just click this. This has got a randomizer too. It should. Here we go. Q and W is a secret. It's gonna trigger the hands on my avatar. Same keys. But let's just do. Let's just randomize it. But let's go make an avatar. Let's put the clouds in the background, I think, or space. And put the clouds. And globe. Let's do that. Globe fill. We'll put the earth, I think. Left wing. We'll put the. Yeah. Right wing. That. Let's fix the suit. Shirt. There we go. I want to put the back border fill. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Yep. Oh, we do. It's hard to choose, isn't it? Oh, let's do that one again. I don't know. Oh fuck it, let's just do. Let's just do that, fuck it. And symbol, we've got all kinds of symbols here. We've got Pepe. Oh, we've got a, whoops, there's a symbol there. Let's go to Australia. There you go. Australian symbol. Let's also add the effects. We'll just put that. There we go. I don't like to have the outside circle. We'll just do that. There we go. We've got a anonymous logo. A lot of people actually use my logo gen for a lot of social media groups and chat servers and stuff. Oh, this is my old tool belt I made for mobile phone. I won't bother. You can have a go at this yourself. But we've got like a whole bunch of flash games that can host them externally too. Like just connect them to external flashes. That some people still have some flashes on their websites, but none of these are all like locally hosted ones. Backups of old redundant flashes that were shut down years ago, but I've still retrieved things and got things working. You can go play them here. Also, check this out. I've put the actual organized list of YouTube games, the new YouTube games, which I think they're running in HTML5. The only games that really have, there's no real. HTML5 came out and they're all like, oh, it's going to be awesome. You don't need Flash anymore. You can just make games in HTML5. Okay, where are they? It took all this time just for YouTube to start hosting this shit, and there's nothing like the old days of Flash game websites. Were massive. But at least you're able to play some newer stuff here from YouTube. You just click them and it'll take you straight to YouTube and play them. Let's go back to main. We're at Flash games. Oh, these are just a self-enclosed macro hard paint. Alright, let's just go back. Oh yeah, my moral IQ test, and you click the second page, you'll see different people's answers. If you want to try this with others, you can just ask each other these questions. Don't look at these answers, it'll taint your answers. You might come up with ideas that you never thought of before. So you never really know a person unless you get their answer of questions like these. And the morality scenario is my favorite, being I've invented these myself, right? Some of them are a bit similar to other questions that you might have heard, but I've made these up myself. Question 13 is my favorite. It's not so much what your answer is, but why you answer it. There's a follow-up question to 13. They answer certain answers, you ask them why they chose it, and then there's a second dilemma. You never know a person until you get their answers to questions like that. Vector art. Oh, I love this. This is what I did yesterday, actually. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Draw all this. Well, I coded all the squiggly things there, like drawn and coded. But all this I drew. It looks so fucking cool, doesn't it? We've got an R-wing from Star Fox just going back and forth over the rolling mountains. It just keeps going forever. Love trickery with code and everything to make this work too. So here's some of my vector art drawings and animations and stuff. Well, newer ones. I've got years of ridiculous backlog of stuff I could salvage, but here's some newer stuff I've done. Here's some of my emoticon pack. I've got a lot of requested emoticons to do. Actually, I've just been too sick and everything going on, you know. This is what I call emoji memes. Really cool. And we've got faces, face drawings. This is one I really like. This one. This is a lot of people's favorite. This one, the Terminator one. This one come out good too, The Mask. I got our tutorials showing people how to do these too. And we got some icons from different things, miscellaneous icons of salvage from icons that I made for the website. I was doing this Flash upgrade, which I'm still haven't finished yet, by the way. But this is some miscellaneous icons from there. Did I don't think they are. This page isn't there. I haven't got any yet. Miscellaneous animated art. I've got to add a lot to that page. 3D art. Here's my old home when I lived at the entrance. I did it in 3D. Oh, they're hosted on Ingo. I need to locally host them again. That's where I used to live. Some other stuff. Enormous mask, green screen stuff that you can use. In fact, this here, this is what I made when I was tortured and imprisoned with a pencil, a shoelace, and a book edge. Yes, pencil, shoelace, and a book edge. I managed to smuggle it out too. Well, my meme section is up. You probably don't want to see a lot of these things. It'll be a bit risky. Okay, so I might need to clip a bit of that. Some music, some more music stuff. Oh, I put some karaoke's in there too. I must be missing a lot of them, but I've got some of them in there. There's some miscellaneous videos. I've got thousands of videos actually. Some miscellaneous cool ones worth watching. Oh, in fact, no. This one here, I didn't make this. This is from Ethersec back in the day. My prophets who disappeared. They disappeared and went underground when I reappeared, warning of my reappearance. Long story. Studio tutorials. This is going to be I need to do work on this, but I've got in fact, I have a hard drive regarding stuff here. I have a hard drive where just one of the folders in that hard drive has contents worth as much as a Ferrari, a brand new Ferrari, maybe even a house, in one folder on a new drive. I was just transferring stuff yesterday on, and that involves perfectly legal that stuff that I can actually give people as well, but its value is very high, and there's a shitload of stock regarding some artistic related stuff, resources and stock stuff that you can't get for free these days. You have to pay a fortune for it. But Command Ultimate Close game guides. Oh, I need to add some texting or something for this bit. Some Guild Wars section. Got to add to these, of course. They're not long way from done. The Star Wars Rebel Republic section. I did mods and stuff for that actually. Anyway, what are we done? Just these websites. Christianity section. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene. This is my own translation and transcript. I did this myself, translate it myself, and it'll be fairly close to other versions, which are all pretty much behind a paywall. It's hard to get a copy of this, but this gospel has more, let's just say, more authority and legitimacy than the gospels you know in the Bible today. And there were wars fought over this over to censor and get rid of this and replace it with the hijacked stuff. This is a legitimate gospel, and it is what's in there. There's a reason why they fought wars over it. It fills in a lot of holes, and it adds context to a lot of cryptic terms that to this day don't have any kind of valid explanation, which is just why churches will weaponize those nebulous terms and to mean whatever they want it to mean, but they can never justify their definitions. The definitions of certain things and what's really going on is explained here. And we've got all the, I've got to think of all the parables of Jesus and different colors for the different books. So you'll see which parables are in which books. It's very important to know this, and you find that, like, here's one on the rare ones that you have different, not the same, but at least that parable's in all 4 books, but most of them you won't see that. They'll be in 1 or 2 books or something. There's another one that's no, look, there's not everything but John. Okay, you see they're not consistent. It's a giant mess between them. Anyway. And we got Islam. We'll skip Judaism for now. You'll see why. So we've got documentaries, other Australia, all kinds of very controversial truths about what I think we all know regarding Islam today. A lot of it. There's a lot worse than that. Only paralleled by this one here, Judaism.
Unauthorized access.
Oh shit!
Detected.
This domain has been seized by the
Confirmed. Agents have been sent to your location. Get down on the ground with your hands behind your back and await the euthanization process. Do not resist. Resistance is futile. This is a drill message and a warning. Not of what the world could be, but of what it is right here, right now. If you have to make it illegal to criticize a group, then that group is therefore unable to present a defensible case in debate, and automatically convicted of everything they are accused of. Message repeats.
Let me just turn the volume.
Access attempts detected.
Is it? There we go, we can hear now. This subdomain has been seized as part of a coordinated attack on free speech to put a stop to anti-Semitism. The federal bureaucracy of instigation has seized this subdomain. You are now being watched by creepy deep state goblins and their technocratic AI god. Anything you say can and will be accused of hate speech. This message is unauthorized by Hollywood in collaboration with the Deep State Inc. In fact, here we go. We have the Department of the Deep State right there. There we go on this image here. There we go. Department of the Deep State. And we got our Space Force. United States Space Force. Use bombs wisely. It's an R-wing in there, isn't it? I guess Star Fox was real. We've got CIA, Department of we got the FBI, NSA. We got everything in here. We got all the alphabets. We got every level. Oh, we even got the anonymous logo here. Looks suspiciously overlapping with the United Nations one next door, doesn't it? And the World Health Organization next to that. With the wand of Asclepius. Alright, let's go. Race videos and stuff. They better not click these because hate speech, right? So, talking about the fact that my race is being genocided from every angle by a guild of thieves. Not allowed to talk about that, right? Well, soon the guilds of thieves will be deleted. Won't be able to censor anyone anymore. No one will know they existed. As it should be. Psychiatry. This is a very disturbing section, but this is how the world really works. This is why corruption exists in governments everywhere. This is the gear, the cog in the system that facilitates and allows it all. Very dark history at all. It's all self-explanatory. There's a lot of stuff in here. I better not click it. But if you want to know the truth, psychiatry is not a medical profession. It's a necromancer, death magic cult of torture and execution for social control. There's nothing medical or scientific about it whatsoever, and never will be. There's no such thing as a mental illness. And what you might call insanity or craziness and stuff, people who've disconnected from reality, that's a real thing, but it's not an illness. And someone in the government accuses you of that, you should take it as the opposite. You should reverse it back onto the accuser, because the weaponization of this is massive. That homeless guy is a victim of it. I don't know if he'll survive today, but if he does, he somehow survives, and he'll get the same thing will happen to him. He'll get dumped somewhere else in secret, injected, and hope to die. They do this every day to people. Informative videos. Here's some interesting stuff. Some of them have been, the images have been deleted, but the videos are still there. Things so controversial, I'm not allowed to say them, right? Here's the cool section. Web tools. Arrow of Entropic Time. The song is in reference to the Arrow of Time being reverse text. Look, this is in reverse, and you see it reverses the text. Can't I speak while I'm doing the messes with my avatar. The keys on the keyboard. Alright. How cool is the backgrounds? We got upside down. Upside down. Boy, you turn me. So the song is fitting with upside down. This text is upside down and not inside out. But if I converted this, if I was to do the reverse text, yeah, watch this, look. Upside down and inside out. Right, let's reverse it. And inside out. So now we have reverse text, and now we have upside down. Now I've confused myself. I can't see because I haven't got glasses on. I don't normally wear glasses, but now I have to because I'm half blind due to what the government did to me. And where's my character gone funny? They were fixed. I think kind of fixed. It's kind of like, that's right. We'll have to make do. I'll put my glasses on so I can see. There we go. I should have done this the whole time. It messes with my character's eyes, see. Character map. The character map is apparently being expired, so they're going to get rid of it. Which, why the fuck would they do that? So I've got a page here so you can I've got a bit of a highlight. I've got to add the other pages to some highlighting like this as well. But a lot of the kind of characters and stuff you need to use, stuff like this is very useful. So I've got a page of them if you want to just look. My character just doesn't like this, does it? Doesn't like my glasses. We'll just go back to taking them off. There we go. I can kind of read, but it's all blurry. Terranism language. This is the one that I was saying before. Terranism has its own language, and there are 236.7 quindecillion dialects of Terranism. So I just say this is Terranism, as you can see. And if we go English and convert it to Terranism, this is layer 1. Sorry, I just have to... There we go, fixed it. Oh. Kind of fixed it. My character's all kind of spazzed out, isn't he? Yeah, it doesn't want to turn very well. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yeah, I don't know. My character's all spazzing out. What have we? Now it's all... There we go. I fixed him. Kind of. The center at all. It's all kind of fucking up. Doesn't matter. We'll just make do. So there we go. We'll convert that into Terranism. Oh yeah, Unicode code emoticons. So these are compatible, like you on your phone, your browser, and everything. They're not 100% standardized, but there's a lot of progress going on there. They've been dramatically changed to make them almost identical across different browsers. So these are Unicode characters. If you can copy and paste these, and it'll go in, might look a little bit different on different browsers and social media websites and stuff, but most of them they'll appear in it as a slightly different. However, like down here, they're not fully supported. Check this out. There was only like 1 or 2 of these supported by, I'm using Google Chrome here, so only 1 or 2 of these were supported by Google Chrome when I made this, and look, they're all out now, just to show how much they come along, and they look almost identical to the other, to like Firefox and stuff. These were all of these were supported in Firefox at the time, but only 1 or 2 in Chrome, just to give you an idea. I don't like the country codes being these, but people got offended and shit, so they just made them letters. Other versions will have actual country flags. Okay. Dream Dictionary. Now this took me a while to make. It's still got to upgrade it with graphics and stuff in a bit, and it's got some of the definitions are fucked up, and I need to fix them. They're not all. I didn't make all of them. I've edited and tweaked things a lot. Collected them from all different places, and there's a legitimacy to this. Isn't just like silly woo woo shit. There's a science to this, and psychology and stuff. My character doesn't want to. There we go. That's a bit better. My character's all glitching out. But so we go like, let's just go like the letter S, and like this is massive. There's like must be thousands of them. Now in 54,000 lines of code, these text entries would typically be like 1 line of code, not multiple lines. I could have 100 lines of text that will count as one. There's 54,000 lines of actual code, and this is just one letter I'm going through here, right? One letter. So if you ever want to interpret your dreams and understand what's going on, with a few minor misfires here and there on this list, these common dreams. There's a shitload of valuable information here. Mostly, like, your dreams exist for a reason. What you're seeing, it does have a purpose. It's a bit of introspection. It's your own mind telling you, your conscious mind, your subconscious mind telling you, your conscious mind things that you need to pay attention to. You're not really of one mind, so there's a lot of defenses and obstacles that are removed when you're asleep, and it's like you're in a different world, and you're trying to tell your limited self, your much more limited self, certain things. Anyway, that's a massive dream dictionary. Then we got the dictionary. I don't think we should. We've got to be careful here. Balls, an evolutionary kill switch designed to remove really bad dudes like Corn Pop from both society and the gene pool. Interlocutor, a term pseudo-intellectuals use as a trick question in fake debate servers. They accuse you of it, expecting you not to know and say no, because you're an interlocutor. No, I'm not. Right, that's the trick. When it supposedly means debater. Oh, well, I disagree. I don't think it's a valid even word. But if you want to take it grammatically, it means something different. And then when you say no, they call you out as a liar and a fraud. A pseudo-intellectual, but they're the pseudo-intellectuals, right? Consider me to blame for this kind of shit, because they get butthurt and they lose to me so badly, they have to invent shit like this up to try to win fake victories over people. But I still say no when they call me interlocutor. They don't know about me. I say no, I'm not an interlocutor. I still say no, and they think, oh, I've got you right. No, I still say no, and then they try it. They try, you're a fraud, and then I say this isn't a debate, because a debate requires two parties with a defensible argument. Something only I have to put my glasses on to read this. It's hurting my eyes. Something only I have. And there is no way I can ever be locked at the horns with them like two bulls, because they don't stand a chance. This is all a one-sided, like a cockroach in a boot. If there's any locking, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Checkmate. Then I get banned. And now my character's spazzing out. Come on. Let's have a look so we can get my... There we go, we're back. I don't know what's going on. The lighting's all fucked up or something. I don't know. So J, censored for hate speech. Well, I don't know what that is, but it's been censored. Maybe I shouldn't read some of these. Here we go. When you chop off your willy and invent a new gender, only for it to get banned and you're stuck in no man's or woman's land forever. Alright, we've got understanding language. So this is very important. Most people don't understand what a prefix and a suffix are. And so I've added some definitions of different words at the bottom here. Some common politicalized and weaponized words, what they really mean behind the code talk and when people use doublespeak. But a lot of people don't realize a lot of words in English are compound words. And they're compounded with not just two different nouns and stuff, but they have very common prefixes and suffixes. Prefixes got the start of the word, like pro, right? If you're pro-Trump or anti-Trump, for example, right? But some words are not, you might not realize that they have prefixes or suffixes, which suffixes go on the end. Like an ism, right? Communism. It's commune-ism, two words. It's a compound word. An ism is an ideology, right? And it's an ideology about community, which is in a bad way. It could mean all kinds of things, good or bad, but they mean it in a bad way. It's about controlling the community. Sorry about my eyes fucking up. When I wear glasses, it does this. It doesn't read my eyes properly. I fixed my eye tracking. I turned it off before. It's turned itself back on. Whoops. But see, there's a lot. The reason I did this is I couldn't find a decent list of prefixes and suffixes anywhere on the internet, so I had to build this myself. And so if anyone knows, there's ones I disagree with, like Cressy. I've had big arguments over people with this. Let's see if I can find, yeah, Cressy. This one here. A long story behind this. I consider this a double compound, but I think I must have added it here because people insisted. And nonetheless, there's a lot of work put and thought put into this. Well, you'll understand a lot more about what people are really saying, especially people who weaponize words politically and stuff like that. Okay, we've gone through the gist of these, yeah? Okay. Oh, hang on. There's a few more. There's so much more I could probably never find it all. Why no HTTPS? Because I'm using, look, not secure. Oh my god, your connection is not so secure. Well, no, it's more secure than people would realize. Why no SP? There's a giant rabbit hole to this. Fuck, I don't need my glasses anymore. There's a giant rabbit hole here, and it might sound crazy at first, but if you read on, what does HTTP have to do with all this fucking conspiratorial blah 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 blah? And it all will make sense in the end. Right? Please read this page. If you anyone who wants to say, oh, he uses HTTP, not HTTPS, well, so does the Bureau of Meteorology. There's a reason why. And they're not telling people, ain't telling you. HTTPS does not mean that you're safe and secure. If you're going to log into a website or something with a password and stuff with an account, yes, you need HTTPS, even though it doesn't do pretty much fuck all anymore. You still need to do it just in case, because there's no alternatives. Outside of that, if you're not logging into things and doing input fields and with personal banking data and shit, a static normal website like this, it doesn't. It's stupid. Anyway, it's if on the main page. I think it does it on the mobile too. Let's have a look at the mobile. It should say, yeah, it should say it just there. Yep. So on the mobile page, on the here, this link here, 10 HTTPS. You can find it even on the mobile. You can read it. I decided to do this because I'm sick of explaining to people who so-called script kiddies who think they're fucking internet experts. Says, "Oh, turn sites insecure." Yeah, well, it's still up and half of you are in prison or dead. So, hey, you're gonna know what the fuck I'm doing. There's more to meets the eye. And there was one other thing. What was it? Oh, the big red button. Okay, the best to last. I get threatened with everything under the sun, including, got Muslims beheading threats and shit every day. I've got government assassination attempts and all different fucking angles I have to fucking deal with. I'm half fucking dead and I still have to fucking do it, and I have to do it all alone. But on top of that, I get fucking an army of fucking hackers, and mostly really script kidders. Hackers don't usually. Most hackers I don't have a problem with. They look into my situation, who I am and stuff, and they realize, hang on, this guy needs protected. He's doing good shit, and I usually don't have a problem with them, and make a deal with them. Just leave the innocent vulnerable alone. You want to target fucking other hackers and script kidders and degenerates doing evil shit, or you want to tax the powerful, rich and corrupt, and the rich, powerful and corrupt. I will stay out of it. Just let you do it. I'm not going to get involved in that. But if you target the innocent vulnerable, I'll take you out. If you're a member of a group that is doing that, then you have to take them out, or you'll be counted among them, and you'll get taken out with them. So it's in your own best interest to take your own buddies out if they're going to do that. Just cross certain lines, right? Most hackers who I interact with will end up agreeing with me. And a lot more. It's typically just the degenerate low-level script kiddies are the fucking problem. The fucking ankle biters. Yeah, their days are numbered. What's left of them anyway? I mean, you think like you throw bodies at me and they keep getting vaporized. Maybe you should stop doing it. But they do it because they're just too stupid to be reasonable in the first place. You just have to fucking take them out. So I added a thing. Look, I keep getting threatened with deleting my website and shit like this, and false reports and blah 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 blah, because the swattings don't work anymore, right? So I have to put my glasses on for this. I could make it in bigger text, but I'll leave it there for now. Look, it says, look, you already know who I am and all the unwanted attention I get from script kiddies. I don't get a moment's rest. Every day I get hacker threats and attempts. So a while back, I came up with a brilliant idea. What if I just make a big red button that makes you delete my website? That lets you delete my website. I'm going to ask you to do the right thing and don't click it. It's been a while now and no one clicked it. I think maybe these script kiddies just want a challenge. Maybe that's why they lost interest. Maybe they really aren't assholes after all. It's amazing how much good faith there is out there, right? Well, let's be the devil's advocate. I'll be the asshole. I'll delete my own fucking website, right? Why not? Delete website. Ooh, 404. No, let's go to the main website page. Oh shit! I just deleted my website. My website's deleted, man. Well, I guess you can't hack me now, can you? Can't delete my shit now. I did that. I saved you the trouble. Oh well. Hang on. My eyes are fucking up. That's not my eyes. There's something fucking... What's wrong with this? Screen's going funny. 404, no error, fine, TBG. Resurrect code found error. What? Reset code. The fuck? Oh shit! I'm glitching. Oh, I got a blackout. Fuck. Oh, I'm still here. How have I got a blackout? What the? Well, this is some fucking Matrix shit right here. The system still has you fooled. Okay? I'm talking to myself, but follow the purple rabbit. That's me. I'm the purple rabbit. I'm telling myself to follow myself. Knock, knock, 0. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That scared the fuck out of me. This is it. This is your last chance. There is no turning back. Oh, I've got one chance to restore the website. Otherwise, it's gone forever and I'm fucked. I better restore it. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuck at 404. If I don't press this, I'm permanently stuck at 404. Restore website. All I'm offering is the truth. Alright, try press it again. Restoring website from back. Oh, let's. Restoring website from backup. I think it's restored. Should be still back. Should be back up. Are you sure? Let's try this again. Alright. No, I'm not sure, but let's delete Terran. I thought I was undeletable. Are you really sure? My character's not big. My avatar's all fucked up. There we go. Glasses are fucking up my avatar. Are you really fucking sure? Come on, delete. Are you really fucking 100% sure? No, but let's do it anyway. Are you really fucking 100% sure? Swear on your life. That kind of goes a full circle if I swear on my own life to myself. I don't know how that even works. Are you and your grandmother's grave? No reverses, no regrets. Come on, delete. Infinity times 1, plus 2, times infinity again. No double finger crosses, no guesses, second thoughts. Yes, but still pressing it. Still going to press it. Come on. No extra chances to think this over. Call it this one. Are you really fucking serious? Yes. Are you a psycho or something? No, but I'm trying to stop psychos from deleting my shit, so I'm going to do it first. What did I ever do to you? I don't know, it's me. What do I do to myself? I stubbed my toe one time, and I kept fucking stubbing it every time I fucking go in the lounge. I keep fucking stubbing my toe. Are you really this fucking stupid? No, I'm not stupid. I'm retarded. I identify as retarded, not stupid. I'm arguing with myself. I'm really running out of ideas now. You think this is ever going to end? Let's click it again. Are you sure? Are you really sure? Hang on. Are you really fucking sure? Hang on a second. You gotta be fucking with me. I'm fucking with myself here. I can't get out. There's no way out. I'm stuck. I have to fucking manually do this fucking link again. I have to do this shit manually. Well, I've probably got other stuff here. I don't know what it is. I could go through all the games, but there's a lot of shit there. Anyway, those are my little multi-layer flash kind of thing I'm doing, and you don't need no flash player for this because I'm me. I don't need to do it. I can find a way to make you load it. A lot easier these days with Ruffle. Alright, that should do for now. And message in a bottle. Please don't leave me hanging if it was really you. There's all kinds of ways you can let me know. You don't have to come to my door. It'd probably give me a heart attack if you did. I mean, you can send a letter in my mail. Message me somewhere from your actual account, you know. Like Facebook or something, or Even Discord, that'd be a good place to could prove it was you on Discord. Let me know. And if it's someone fucking with me again, really think about, like, you're gonna, yeah, you can really hurt me by doing this, and people, so many people do, but it's not going to stop me. It just drives me all the more. Don't you get it? Alright.